really don't want to spoil this for the people that have not seen this movie. I really don't think I haven't even, oh shoot, I forgot to do my intro. I love being Black. And I do have a wide variety of different cultural friends. And I just want to let y'all know, I love being Black. The movie Queen and Slim was, again, and I'll say it was so poetic. I went to go see that movie last night. I could not let this week go out without making sure my ticket was in that box office for when the counts was still coming out. Okay. First and foremost, what's up, everybody? Of course, it's your girl, She's Jazzology. Here's the deal. I'm big on movies. If anybody know me, they know that growing up, I was big time into photography and film. I love photography and film. I would also love to give a hand clap, literally, and a bow to the two queens, Miss Lena Waithe and Miss Melina Matsoukas. And I hope I pronounced Melina's last name correctly, because that would be so dishonorable if I didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. The first thing is, again, yes, people thought that this was like a movie where it was like the Black Bonnie and Clyde, but baby, it wasn't. The white man wants to call it a Black Bonnie and Clyde movie. We will not compare that to this because it's not. The on the run aspect of it, okay, yeah. But there's been plenty of movies where Black people are running. This is not that. Let's get into the fact that there was no warm up to the situation. People were expecting the warm up to the date and the warm up to the main situation of what happened. Baby, they got in good. They brought y'all right in on a date. Then they got y'all right to the situation. The first couple of scenes of the movie, I loved it. Don't play with us. Get us to the point. The whole movie was basically them on the run. And in so many words, I don't know if this is in due proper way to say this, but I also want to also put out there that this also kind of reminded me of, after watching Harriet, it kind of reminded me of a Black ghetto underground railroad type thing, because you guys realize everywhere they went, someone was helping them, and it didn't matter where did they go, Black people were helping them. So it's like, when you go somewhere, all the white people, when in a white film, when white people go somewhere and they on the run, the people like, oh, that's them. Oh my God, that's them, that's them, that's them. But when you go to a nigga, I'm gonna say nigga, because this is a nigga movie. When you go to and it's in order because Lena has said it numerous times, okay? She love her people, so I think it's in order. You see them go to different stops and different places throughout this movie, and you see the Black people everywhere is helping them. I mean, for the people that haven't seen the movie, I don't want to spoil it, but y'all should have been seeing it by now. Y'all do everything else, you should have been seeing it by now. And if you're trying to get it on bootleg, shame on you. Shame on you. Send me the MP4 if it come. I'm just playing. And from the angles in the movie to the selection of music, and if you are somebody, I literally consider myself as a movie critic. I can be honest. Like, I'm deep to it. I'm like, ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. For example, if nobody recognized in that movie, and this is not me giving away anything, okay? Queen and Slim, I don't remember their names ever being said. There was never any introduction. Think about it when you watch that movie, or if you already seen it, think about it. Little stuff like that I point out in movies. But I do want to say one thing for my interviewers who are not African American. Let me just say that, because there's been a lot of you guys. I cannot stand, but it's okay. I want to let them know that I can't stand when someone from another culture interviews the cast members or the two creators of this movie, and they talk about the obvious things in the movie, little things. They don't go into depth. And I really feel like a lot of these interviewers who are not Black, they're scared to tamper with things. And in my mind, I'm like, no. Question us, ask us these things so you guys can learn really what us as Black people go through. I watched a couple interviews and I was just listening in my AirPods, and I had to hear the certain conversations that was happening in certain interviews, because after I see a movie, sometimes I like to elaborate on things. You know, I like to go and watch how things were made and stuff like that, because I'm so in love with the film world. And I would listen to certain people and I'm like, who is this? Who is this? And I would have to go look at my screen and say, oh yeah, she's white. You know, I have to go on my screen, oh yeah, she's black, because she's talking about the things that are in depth, that are particular, that a black conversation will have. And I'm gonna say a black conversation because that's just what it is. It's a black conversation. And you guys make it seem like it's only a black conversation. No, I want you guys to, not I, but anybody. I don't think nobody noticed that they don't target some of the things. Give me an interview where they have someone out of our culture has questioned the cast members or the creators of this movie and have really basically went to the jetter and ain't scared to ask us these questions because they feel like, oh, they don't want to be fragile and ask the wrong thing, and then all of a sudden Black America is going to be mad at them. And it's like, no, that's not the case. But I don't think anybody has noticed that this movie has literally uprised so much, and I refuse to let anybody try to belittle the situation of African American people. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's been an ongoing thing. So it's not like, oh no, a group of Black women created a movie where it's just a Black man getting shot, but actually shooting the police officer. Everybody in this movie has made so much impact in this movie. And let's get into the fact that I feel like this movie has brought on another level of protection to know that Black people stick together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we actually stick together, and nobody really, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though in our culture, we feel like, oh, we're so discombobulated, but on the outside, oh, the Black people stick together. And I really love the fact that that picture and this masterpiece was painted to us. And if you have not seen this movie, please go see it. It's worth the watch. It's so poetic. It's so deep. And the simplicity of it is just like, whoa, you know, it really puts you in the moment. I mean, to the point where when Queen and Slim realized, like, yo, we got to run, like, we can't stay here, to the fact that you clearly see that Black women, what would this world be without Black women? I'm just going to say that for first and foremost, because clearly Queen was in control. She's like, no, we can't go back, and this is what we're going to do, and boom, 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 boom. Slim is just like, oh, okay, I'm with her, you know, and it literally shows them when they have to go on a run. Normally in a typical movie where they have to go on a run, they throw on jogger suits and they're trying to disguise themselves. No, I wouldn't be myself if I didn't give a little bit of some sizzle to this. Let these people, I wouldn't be myself if I didn't give any kind of sizzle to this. Y'all, come on, I was being deep, but let's be clear. These mugs, when they realized they had to go on a run, what did they go put? I mean, normally people will go and put on disguises and everything. Let me tell y'all something. Sis went and put on some snake print booties and a Fashion Nova dress, and Slim put on a Adidas or whatever, you know, sitting back in a Cadillac jogging suit, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, so you niggas just don't want to, y'all niggas want to be seen, you know? And it didn't give no hidden effect. Queen says it in the movie where she says that we're hiding in plain daylight or plain sight. And that right there is like the simplicity of the movie is just amazing. Make sure you guys go see that. I wanted to give hats off to my Black people because I love us, man. I do. Like, I wouldn't want, I mean, I don't want to cause any controversy, but yo, like, there's nobody like Black people. And that's just that on that.